Alright, we are here in Stormworks and we are here to announce a new challenge. As you all probably know, this is going to be a train challenge. This one is called LBC, Loco Build Challenge. So we'll just get into the rules. It's that time again, the new challenge is here. This time I challenge you all to make a locomotive. I believe this is the first challenge, first train themed challenge in a long time since NJ. So I'm really excited to see all of your entries. Make sure to tell anybody that might be interested. Yeah, so we'll just get right into it. So there's no standard for the trains, so you can choose whatever height you want for your connector. You can choose whatever systems you want to control the train, but I highly suggest using TCP. That one was built by programmers, so we've got programmer in our Discord, which you can talk to and ask any questions to, because my god, it can be a little bit confusing. I may do a tutorial for it later on, we'll see. I just have to think about a way that I can explain it in a way that won't confuse people more. So I have the TCP controllers linked here. There's a wide collection of those that you can go through. They basically control every aspect of your train and make them work across carts. Also, let me just say right now, I know absolutely nothing about trains. So I have been consulting programmer a lot for all of this. He's been a great help, and he's definitely helping out with this challenge a lot and making it happen, which is really nice. So let's get into it. Your build does have to be able to pull the brick. So it does have to be able to connect to the brick. So you do have to keep that in mind, so that I can actually test it. So we'll get into the rules. So it must be spawnable at an unmodified train workbench. It must cost less than $130,000 to spawn. It must be a locomotive, a self-propelled rail vehicle designed to pull or push train cars along a railway. This means no EMUs, etc. So this does, I'll put a link to a few examples below, but you can make shunters, locomotives, all that fun stuff. I don't know my trains at all again, so you'll have to excuse me on that. I might be a bad person to be doing this challenge, but it'll be interesting and I hope to learn a lot. The engine is up to you. So it can be steam, it can be diesel, electric, it can just be electric, whatever you want. No already started builds. All of these parts of your build must be new since the challenge has been announced. Yeah, other than micros and stuff like that. XML and glitches are okay. Your train must be able, where did I go? Your train must be able to pull the brick at 13 kilometers per hour. That's per axle. So take your max speed while pulling the brick and divide it by how many wheel sets you have, and that is how fast each axle will get you. So that is a requirement. I have to be able to connect it to the brick for testing. So far it looks like it will work across a few standards, so you do have a few options. You can also do your own, but I do highly suggest using TCP. Make sure your build abides by these rules before submitting. It's not my job to make sure of this, so any builds that are not following the rules will be disqualified and not in the final video. Next here we have workshop page. Same as always, workshop page, you want a nice thumbnail, good selection of photos, and I want to see your creativity in it. Each will add 3 points to your final score, and I will be going over these, over your workshop page, so some instructions or something will be nice. I'm not going to do it on video though, and I do think that we're going to stick with the same grading system where you guys vote and then that gets added to the final scores. I think that's a cool way to do it. Yeah, so grading your workshop page 1 to 9, overall looks and detail 1 to 15. How well does it operate? 1 to 10. And if it uses the TCP standard, it gets an extra 5 points. So your max score can be 39. Same stuff there. Your testing, it will be spawned at an unmodified train workbench at Spycake's terminal, where it will get connected to the brick so I can judge it and check its speed and how it performs under load. Prizes are the same as always. You'll receive the LBC winner role on the Discord, and you all have till Monday, April 21st at 9 p.m. So that's over a month, so that's a good bit of time. This is definitely a little bit of a bigger one again, so take your time. You have plenty of time to do this. It might not be enough time depending on how long you take to build, but I think it's a good in-between for time. I don't want these challenges to take too long. I think future challenges I'm going to focus on a little bit smaller builds. Yeah, things that'll be easier for me to do too, because this one again is going to be a little bit of a longer one whenever it comes out video wise, because they're bigger builds. And then this is a new one. Note: rules are subject to change for the first couple of days if needed. After that they will be locked. So that is just if I have to change anything or anything like that, if anybody finds any errors or all of that. So those are the rules. We'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be pretty cool. The submissions will unlock probably about halfway through. I like to leave them locked for a little bit, just to encourage people to kind of take their time so that I don't get a bunch of builds that just get submitted after a week. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and make sure to join my Discord if you want to join this challenge or future challenges. Yeah, we'll end it there.